And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got the American League wildcard series on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the New York Yankees. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
This is as good as it gets in a 3-game series, Boog. I mean, one game for all the marbles, and who knows how it's going to play out. But one thing I'm sure is we'll see the managers being very proactive. And in a situation like this, where there's no room for error, they're not going to be afraid to use every arm in the bullpen and every warm body off the bench if they have to.
Yeah, there's no saving something for tomorrow in this type of situation. Got to put it all out there on the table. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And starting this one, Frankie Montas. What do we need to know here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
All right, ready to go here, and the batter will be the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Swing and a ball popped up. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And the right-hander deals. Ball. And that one is in for a strike. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
You got a full count.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Benintendi to the plate. First pitch just misses. The Red Sox made Andrew Benintendi the 7th overall pick in 2015. And remember, he won the Golden Spikes Award for the top college player that year at the University of Arkansas. He had 2 guys in his conference that were drafted ahead. Anderson runs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Montas a move to first. Anderson back easily. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Here's Eloy Jimenez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Throw to second, and great jump.
Well, a nice lead and a nice steal there to get into scoring position with the heart of the order at the plate. That might just lead them to pitching around these hitters a little more because of the open base, but it's early in this ball game. Can't imagine it'll change the attack plan too much.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed. Check swing, didn't go. And that's ball 3. On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
One away, runners at first and third. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert. Swinging a foul straight back.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And now Gavin Sheets swings and misses. 0-1. Not close with that one, but he gets him to go after it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
Next pitch misses. 2-2. In the air on the infield, and that'll do it. White Sox strand a couple, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here at the ballpark, and towing the slab in this one, Lance Lynn.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. A towering home run. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Now the youngster Juan Soto. Swings through that one for strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And Judge spoils that one. Next pitch downstairs. 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3. And here is Anthony Rizzo. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. That one fouled off. The pitch. And that's through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. In there safely. Soto up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Salvador Perez stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch inside. Ball 1. On the ground right side. Gets it to first. That ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back in New York, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. Montas back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And ball 1. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
The 2-1. Check swing, and he held up. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
You got a full count.
The pitch. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. That was a moonshot. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Seby Zavala steps to the plate for the White Sox.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. And the pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one away. Here is Yoan Moncada. First offering misses the mark. There's a strike. Tied up here in the early going. That one the other way. Now 2 away. And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. And that one is lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. Makes the grab. And that is that. But a run scores in the inning as this solo home run ties things up. All even now at 1-1. Back in the Bronx. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. The pitch. Lance Lynn, former first-round pick by the Cardinals. He went to Ole Miss and was drafted in 2008. And, of course, when he was a rookie in 2011, he helped the Cardinals win a World Series. And the righty deals. That one to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. One up, one down. Now it's Franchi Cordero. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lynn, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a slider. Ground ball up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Cordero at first, one gone. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
1-2.
That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. He goes down looking. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Swings through that one. 0-1. And that's outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
The 1-1. On the ground. Anderson. They take the force out. Third out, and that ends the frame. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors, and one left. We head on now to the top of the third. All tied 1-1. Back now in the Bronx, here's Tim Anderson. A moment everyone thinks of with Tim Anderson is the walk-off homer he hit in the inaugural Field of Dreams game in 2021. That felt like a movie.
Yeah, and it was a movie that Tim Anderson had never seen.
Here comes the pitch. That's in there, and the count is 0-2. Got him. Anderson down on strikes.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Benintendi in his 8th season, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Now a check swing, but he held up. On the ground to the left. Throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. Eloy Jimenez now. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. That one's in there, 0-1. And there's a ball.
That's the ball. That's down.
Bounced up the middle. Collected by Torres. And he's safe at first.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
So a man aboard. Luis Robert now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. The White Sox leave 1. Still tied 1-1. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Alex Verdugo. Verdugo measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Whips it to first, and Verdugo is set down.
The left fielder, number 22,
Juan Soto now. And that one missing low. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Robert snags it for the second out. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. On to the 4th, and now the right fielder, Gavin Sheets. The line to kick the pitch. There's the strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
This one in the air right field. And Estrada is out. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Sevy.
Now here is Sevy Zavala. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Bounce to the right, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in New York, ready to go, bottom 4. And here's the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. A wind in the pitch. And there's the strike.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Next one misses, and the count is 1-2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
And first offering is fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Next offering is in for a strike. In the dirt. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down in order go the Yankees. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Here is Moncada. Montas back to work. And there's a strike.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 1.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And up next for Chicago, Jake Berger. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. And now the 0-1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Next pitch is outside. Inside, just missed.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one's in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got it by him for the K. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
So the lineup flips over. Tim Anderson steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. Check swing, but he went too far. It's 0-1.
You know, Boog, I can relate to Tim Anderson with my football background and baseball background. He played Little League baseball, but then decided to focus on basketball until he got hurt his sophomore year of high school. He then went back to baseball as a junior. 4 years later, the White Sox made him a first-round draft pick.
Tim made a good choice.
Yes, he did.
That's the ball.
That's off the mark. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Righty delivers.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell that.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here is Franchi Cordero.
Shortstop, Cordero.
And here it comes. In the air, right center field. This is demolished. Way back and gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. That's inside. There's a swing and a drive. Benintendi going back on this one. Still going back. And caught on the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Line drive. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Alex.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Alex Verdugo. 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the 1st inning. That's hard hit on the line. Lays out and makes the play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder, you lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the boys fired up in the dugout.
So they turn to Lou Trevino.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And a pitch. Benintendi in the box now. Takes strike one. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the...
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Eloy Jimenez steps to the plate for the White Sox. Up the middle. Torres over to first, and that quickly 2 away. And now it's Luis Robert, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Trevino, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That ends the frame. Nothing doing here this half. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 2 and the White Sox 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Juan Soto.
The left fielder, Juan Soto.
Lynn back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. That's smashed towards center. Robert brings it in, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Judge, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And it's even up. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Line drive, base hit right field.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Man at first, and next for New York, Salvador Perez. Out to center. Robert moves under it. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. The Yanks lead 1. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 97.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Sheets in the box now. Takes strike 1. The tying run at the plate. Just misses there.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Estrada, the next to hit, takes outside. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. And a slider catches the zone. And now it's even up. And that's in the dirt.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
In the air, center field. Verdugo gets under it. And there are 2 down. And next to hit for the Sox, Sebi Zavala. And first offering is fouled off. Outside.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. And a pitch. Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Down in order go the White Sox. And our score remains 2-1. Garrett Crochet on a pitch out of the pen here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Number 45, Garrett Crochet.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Ronaldo Lopez preparing to come on if needed. Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Franchi Cordero. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. That's a little bit low. Two-one pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And there's 2 down.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Swings through that one above the zone.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. But new pitcher on here, Jonathan Loaisiga. And this guy can bring it velocity wise. And now Yohan Moncada in for a strike. 0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a ball popped up. Torres on the move. And there's 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Berger in the box now. Takes strike 1. Next pitch is inside, and 1-1.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. And a ball evens the count.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And the batter now, Tim Anderson. 1 for 3. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 2-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Aaron Bummer.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
The catcher, Austin Wells.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
That's strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Bummer deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the center fielder, Alex Verdugo. He's already homered in this game. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Ronaldo Lopez up and loosening in the pen. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Here's the tag, and he's out. And now it's Juan Soto. Swings through that one. 0-1. They say it went. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Yanks held in check as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Clay Holmes.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And he deals. Benintendi in the box, lays off for ball 1. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good eye right there.
Oh, that's a ball.
And that one fouled off. Right-handed reliever. That one just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Ground ball right side. He handles it himself, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Eloy Jimenez steps to the plate for the White Sox. That clips the zone. Strike one. In the air, right side. Judge is there. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. So up next for Chicago, Luis Robert. That's in there. That's strike one. Holmes, 30 years old now, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2011.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
On the ground. Torres handles. Ball game. The New York Yankees are headed to the American League Division Series. So the New York Yankees get it done here in Game 3 with the backing of their home fans, and they can celebrate for the night as they shift their sights to the Division Series.
Yeah, congrats to them. These 3-game series don't leave a lot of room for error, Boog, and it really could have gone either way coming into this game. I think they fed off of this crowd, and those are the types of things you love to see this time of year.
And the season comes to an end in the other dugout. Not what they were looking for from their October run, so they'll move into the offseason looking to make improvements before next year.
First for the victorious Yankees, 2 runs on 5 hits.